doing, Pandora? What you doing, Pandora? And there's Caesar. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, the 18th of April 2019, and I'm going to do a quick video today. I wanted to talk about communications, and I wanted to acknowledge a couple of people while I was doing this as well. Okay? We're going to talk about communications after S.H.T.F. How important is communications after S.H.T.F.? And getting information after S.H.T.F. I think is going to be hugely, hugely important. And so I wanted to talk about different ways of communications that you can have. So one of them, obviously, these are little handheld walkie-talkies, okay? Hey, stop. I have probably, I don't know, 4 or 6 of these guys, I think is what I'm at right now. I know I have at least 4. I think I might have 6 of these. But this is basically good for, you know, your short communications within a mile or 2 miles, and just kind of, if you've got a group around your property and you're trying to keep watch, that's a good thing for that. So just still you have communications, and then have like the home base wherever that's going to be, and then having people check in and stuff like that. So that's one way of having really good communication, short distance wise, amongst your group. So I would definitely recommend that people get, you know, small walkie-talkies. They're not expensive at all, to be honest with you, and it's a really good way of doing it, okay? Second thing I wanted to show you, and I want to acknowledge Eric. Eric is the one that sent this to me. This is the CBs, okay? So I got 2 handheld CBs, and also it has, you know, it has the antennas here for the CBs, and then also it has the, for the car, I can throw that on the car, and have that as, you know, the antenna for the car. So again, for the CBs, you know, you're talking locally, depending on, you know, hills and all that type of stuff, you're like maybe a 15-mile radius with you know, the CBs. Okay, so you're looking at, you know, it's good information. You can pick up information that way locally from what other people are chattering and talking about as well. All right, the third thing, and I want to give a big, huge thank you on this one too. Richard sent this up to me. He sent me up the YAUSU. It is CB radio, and so obviously I'm going to show you what other information he sent me as well. But he sent that up, and let me just open that up real quick. And basically that's the size of it, okay? So, and it's got a charging base in here and everything as well. So you got the charging base and everything. So he sent that up, and so I'm obviously going to be playing with that. He sent me up a lot of other information here as well, so I'm going to show you that in a second. So hold on, let me just do that. He also, advanced data management system, okay, he sent that as well. And he has on here, and I won't do the top part of that, but basically a beginner's guide to the FT60R he-handly walkie version. So he's got the whole information on that. So he's got a lot of information in here, how to get on there, what to do and stuff like that. Then he also he sent this up as well, the ham radio license manual, so that I can study to become a ham radio operator, which I definitely plan on doing. And I think it'll be very fun. I think it'll be interesting. So, but with the ham radios, guys, you're talking a long, long ways. If you're catching stuff bouncing over the airwaves and stuff like that, you can, now I can, once I get this hooked up, I can listen for right now. Obviously I can't talk on there yet because I don't have my license. So, but I definitely do plan on getting my license. But this was really, really nice of him to send all this information, and it's got all the stuff that I'm going to need to study to get my license for that. So I think that's very, very cool. So again, Richard, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that. That's really, really nice of you. Okay, but So with the ham radio, what I like about the ham radio is once S.H.T.F happens, guys, you are looking at a situation where, you know, all their communications may be out. Cell phones might not be working, internet might be down, you might not have that form of communications, which most everybody relies on. So to have alternative ways to find out information is going to be key, because people that know what's going on, it gives you an advantage. And again, now in an S.H.T.F situation, worst case scenario, I'm probably not going to be talking on my ham radio. I'm probably just going to be listening for information to find out what's going on, because, you know, people can hone in on you and find out where you are, obviously. So you can be triangulated down and they can find out where you are. So, and then he's got, this is an antenna too for the ham radio. So, very, very kind. Thank you very much, Richard, for that. I do appreciate it. That's awesome. And just like with Eric sending me this stuff here, that was awesome as well. And I appreciated that as well. So it's like now I have, you know, 3 different forms of communication. Obviously, this is just locally within your group. The walkie-talkies, that's, you know, I think it's important to have that. If you got people out on watch, you're going to need them to check in and, you know, keep an eye on what's going on and stuff like that. So those are going to be important too for the safety of your group and people keeping watch. And even if you have somebody, you know, 2 miles out, let's say, in an observation point, you know, LPOP, okay, which is a lookout observation point, just so you know. You have that person, he can communicate back to the group and say, hostiles coming, give you the number, let you know, gives you that heads up so you know what's going on. With the ham radios, you know, that's good for, like I said, within a 15-mile radius, if other people have a ham radio going on, you can listen and talk on that as well. Again, with this, or it's a CB, I'm sorry, that was a CB. But with the ham radio, I can find out what's going on in like California if I want to. I can find out what's going on in Japan. You know, I mean, that's what's really cool about that, is it's like that communication is all over the planet, if that's, you know, that signal's pinging around up there and you can pick up different things. So I think that's really, really cool. Really, really important to have that type of thing in your communications to find out what's going on, because other ham operators around the world, if something is going on and we have no other form of communication except for, say, CB or ham radio, it's a great way to find out information, good thing to have. So I think it's really, really important. So I wanted to, you know, like I said, I wanted to talk about that today. Finding out what's happening is going to be so important to decisions that you're going to make individually. If different parts of the country are completely destroyed for whatever reason, you know, and you know that information and you can share that locally with local people, that's a good thing too. I think that that's really, really a good thing. So I did want to show you guys something else. So I had showed you the jars that I had bought, that I had got at Big Lots, and somebody was like, "Oh my God, just go and get the half-gallon jars at, you know, at Walmart. You know, it would be cheaper in the long run to get that." So I gotta show you real quick. That's exactly what I did. I just picked up 6 of them for now, and like I said, they'll be used for storage. But so, you know, when you guys come, you know, when you guys give advice, I definitely listen. I just don't take things in one ear and out the other. So when people give me advice or give me suggestions, I listen to everything, I process everything, and you know, you weigh some out and you say, okay, yeah, that's cool, I think I'll do that, or you say, no, I don't think I want to do that. So it just kind of comes down to that kind of a level, and you have to kind of hash everything out that way. But after S.H.T.F, guys, communications is going to be very, very important. I cannot stress how important it's going to be able to communicate with other people to find out what is going on. Because otherwise you're going to find out what's going on in a mile radius of your place if you get out and walk around. So, you know, think about that part of it. And all of these are going to end up going into a Faraday cage, just so you know, because I want to make sure that I have that information so that I can get online and find out, or not online, but get out there and find out what's going on after an S.H.T.F event would take place. So I think that that's really, really important. And so I wanted to share that with you. And again, another big shout out to Eric for the CB stuff. I do appreciate that. And thank you for Richard for sending that out. He had contacted me and said he wanted to send me the ham radio. And he didn't want me to get the Bang Fang or Bang Fu or whatever he called it. He said, I don't want you having one of those cheap, nasty ones. He goes, I want to get you a good one. So I do appreciate that. That is awesome of him. And thank you very much for that. I wanted to mention too, guys, the 5th cup is now available on the website. So we have 5 different coffee cups now available for you to choose from. Before we just had the 2. We have Mike put up 2 more yesterday, and he put up the 3rd one today. So before, when I had the coffee cup with the cross and the cat, we've changed that up a little bit. So if you want to go to the website and check that out, we got a totally new look. I think it's pretty cool. Really, really awesome design. And so we have 5 different coffee cups available now. There's 3 different t-shirts available, obviously, and you guys have seen the different t-shirts. So if you're interested in getting, some merchandise, and that we have it there at the website now. So more choices for coffee cups. We'll be adding stuff gradually as we go. It just, everything takes time. But so we have the 3 t-shirts available. We have 5 coffee cups now available as well. We also have the stickers available for window stickers or for the car and stuff like that as well. So if you're interested in those, we have those at the website as well. So anyway, so that's it, guys. And I definitely want to hear your feedback on this topic. I want to hear what you guys have to say, what you think. I think this is really, really important. Once S.H.T.F happens, is having a way to communicate. Keeping it protected in a Faraday cage is going to be really, really important as well, because you don't want your stuff getting fried and then it's useless. So keeping, these things in a spot, or have a room that you have Faraday caged, basically. I mean, you can do that. I mean, that's a possibility to be able to do. So anyway, so that's what's going on. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear back from you, see what you have to say about it. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. So it's really, really important to tell the people that you care about every day how you feel. Also remember, STD, guys. It's one step at a time, one day at a time, or one thing at a time, one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself, okay? Nobody else can do it. So stay positive, stay focused, live your dreams. Having dreams is so important. Having something to live for is so important. So follow whatever your passion is. I mean, if your passion is prepping, if your passion is living off grid, follow those dreams. If your passion is art, or whatever your passion may be, go ahead and follow your dreams. Don't listen to the negativity. Don't listen to negative people, okay? Stay focused, stay positive, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.